give me an alternative scheme whereby God could ask people first whether they should be born or not and then take the decision.
I don't have any.
So if you don't have, please sit down. That reminds me of an incident which is almost a joke, but it is a real incident, something that happened in Lahore once. There was a mad, almost half-mad, half-witted person who was highly respected because there, a person who is half-witted, he is supposed to be a highly holy and pious man. And perhaps rightly so, because only the half-witted there show some piety. Those in full senses don't go near religion and show signs of piety. But that is neither here nor there. I'll tell you something. Among them there are really some very fine people, some people who are really lost interest in the world and have become godly. Such things have happened in the past and they do happen at the present as well in our society. So because people observed some holy men among apparently half-witted people, so they thought every half-witted person is a holy man. This is the unfortunate situation existing nowadays in our country. But this person about whom I am going to tell was really a holy man. He was in contact with Allah. Once, after some meditation, he became very jubilant and started dancing in the streets of Lahore and telling everybody, I am so happy today. So they asked why. He said, I have told Allah what I wanted to tell you. He said, what is it? He said, I have told him I don't like your world at all. So after a few days, people saw him crestfallen and dejected and very, very sad indeed. So they said, what has happened? He said, the answer has come. He said, what is the answer? He said, Allah gave me the choice. If you don't like my world, whichever world created by whomsoever you like, go to that world. I happily permit you. So I have no choice. Where can I go? So really, there are no choices in certain situations, you have to accept it. And the other answer which I have been given, in fact I have treated this question before, the other answer which I have been giving to such questions is this, that it is a false allegation against Allah that He didn't give us a choice to come. The Holy Quran says, I did give them a choice. That is to say, I created them in a manner as whenever put the option, they would always opt for existence rather than non-existence. That is the true sense in that. And the proof is that almost half the world, or more so, is irreligious nowadays. Even in the religious world, you find a majority of people who are in reality irreligious, don't believe in anyone. Go to the streets of London, this is a Christian country and a Christian town, and ask people questions, they say, oh, we're not interested, no, we don't believe in God. We are Christians just as a society, that's all. But why do they exist? If they were not given the choice before their birth, now they have choice to walk out. Why don't they walk out? Why do they stick to life? Haven't you seen such scenes in the streets of Karachi where poor people in extreme cold nights are lying in the streets without any cover? And they suffer, their souls and horrid sights to look at. But they stick to life. You give them the option, go to them and say, no, I have come to relieve you of the suffering which Allah has enforced upon you. So please permit me write a few lines that He is murdering me at my request. Will it permit you? Even in suffering it wouldn't. Why? Because the inner choice is that of existence. The existence in itself is a pleasure. Even in suffering it is a pleasure. So this is the general choice. This is why the doctors who have researched on the cases of suicide give this unanimous verdict that there has to be a derangement of mind before one decides for suicide. It is not natural. What is natural is, even in suffering you must stick to life. To know that itself is existence, that itself is something you have. So you are never born without anything. The moment you begin to see and realize there are other things, the consciousness itself is a value which is so dear to every existence that you would never like to part with it. So fundamentally your question is wrong anyway. Please.
So I want to know any restriction about burning dead body or burning, any restriction to burn?
No, you are coming to land. The land is very, very expensive. That person in your house.
Discussion I have done many times.
Yes, I know. There are so many ways of burying people. The conventional way of grave is not the only possible way. This is why, perhaps you don't know, I instructed the missionary in charge to buy a small place and go underground. Like you have many stories buildings, why can't you have many storied graves? People build skyscrapers. You build underground tunnels as long as you please, as long as it's too hot for you to dig further. So there are options available. It's not impossible to bury your dead, and this is why in the catacombs this was the practice. I have seen some catacombs near Rome where the dead are buried along the walls in the underground tunnels, and one after the other in tiers. So you don't have to bother about the shortages of space if you really want to attack the problem with sense.
Now, sir, I mean to say that is there any restriction to burn?
Of course there is. Islamic system does not permit you to burn your deads. Padar Sahib, you are threateningly holding a book, notebook.
No, sir, there is one question only, sir.
In the whole book?
No, sir, there are other small answers.
So there is just one question. That's about the condition of Muslims in the world today. Even the natural and man-made calamities are befalling the Muslims the world over, repeatedly. Everywhere, Bangladesh, 400 people died in 2 boat crashes in 2 days. Air crashes of Hajis returning one after the other in Sri Lanka a few years back. Earthquakes, maybe just coincidence in most of the Muslim countries, Egypt and all that, sometimes makes me suffer from an agony and a conflict.
Yes, but do you read news only about the Muslim countries?
No, sir. I read that, but somehow...
Calamities are happening everywhere.
Correct, sir.
But somehow relationship to religion directly.
Yes.
Occasionally they are of course involved, but there are different circumstances. Yes, please.
But unfortunately, either because I'm a Muslim, it records on